I'm excited to have the opportunity to give you a sneak peek of For the King 2. In this video, I'm going to explain 5 major changes from FTK 1 to FTK 2 and how this will have big changes to the battle tactics and hero selection. Don't forget to check out my live streams to get a first-hand look at the game. Let's get started. Hero selection is no different than FTK 1, but instead of jumping into the game, it takes you to a new loadout screen. There you can select one special trait for the hero, and then use points to fill up your inventory. In order to get a better understanding of this, I'm going to bring you back to the lore store. In the first FTK, you had characters, items, encounters, and cosmetics. But the loadout supplies and traits are new. The loadout supplies gives you a chance to add gold, herbs, weapons, and more to bring to you for the start. Some of these items, as you can see with yellow circles, allows for you to bring more than one. The traits help boost your hero in many different ways. Want your blacksmith to start with one more focus? Slap Deep Thinker on. Want to have Hobo start with even more boosted stats? Give him Gifted. This allows for lots of different combinations. This next one seems subtle, but my favorite. The rework to speed. It was nerfed in 2 different ways. One, it no longer impacts evasion. But for the big one, it only impacts combat initiative. What does that mean? In FTK 1, the faster you were, especially against slow enemies, you could attack 2 or even 3 times before they could. That no longer happens. Speed just gives you an opportunity to attack first, but then it's the enemy's turn. Don't get me wrong, it's better to attack first, so speed is important, but it's nowhere near as valuable as it was in FTK 1. I personally don't like to call Rush and Rush Reset cheese, but I know a lot of you in the community love to. Well, you guys have been heard. These tactics no longer exist. Rush no longer adds an attack turn to the timeline, it'll just move you forward. Therefore, you can't create an endless loop to destroy the enemy, so it never gets a chance to attack, as you can see in FTK 1. Also, as of right now, reset and speed down no longer exist. Only daze and stun are in the game. Pushing and pulling can also cause the enemy to delay their attacks as well, because they need to move back into position to attack. These first 3 points alone considerably change up how you select heroes. But let's get to the next 2 to really hammer home why I love all these changes. As of now, companions and mercenaries are extremely new to the game, and how to utilize them properly is yet to be seen. I will say this, to daisy chain them into dungeons and large fights are extremely useful. There's a lot of talk regarding proper balance of these helpers, and once that all irons out, there's going to be some great discussions on how to properly use them. Which gets me to the last major change. Of course, this one doesn't come as a surprise, but in order to properly understand how these changes shift the conversation from speed in FTK 1 to an entirely new meta in FTK 2, is the expanded 4x2 battle grid and potentially fighting 4v8 battles. Since these battles last much longer and your speed doesn't allow for more attacks, and cheese tactics have been removed, you need to start thinking differently with hero selection, gear purchases, and battle tactics. Do you always want to be offensive oriented in these games and kill fast? Yes. But you also can no longer ignore needing proper armor and resistance along with tanking as being a viable option. Since battles will take longer, that means you will take damage. You need to find ways to mitigate that damage by combining the fact that you must kill as fast as you can, position your players properly, use guard in effective ways, and manipulate the enemies in ways so they can't hit you back. I love all these changes because the developers really looked at what the weak points were in FTK 1 and are doing a fantastic job of balancing this game for the long haul. Of course, this is a beta and there's a lot of work to be done, but the foundation has been set. Because of how balanced this game will become, I'm waiting for some spirited comments in the YouTube videos. I don't believe there's going to be one meta. I highly recommend that you join the FTK Discord, and if you see this video in time, sign up for the beta. All links are below. Also, join my Discord as well. Check out the live streams in Twitch, and I'm looking forward to hearing about what you think about FTK2. Can't wait for the release. Have a wonderful rest of your day.